basically, it's like constructs that are being foisted on as realities.
Right.
They're all constructs. All of it. I could turn around and say, you know, tribalism has been a great blight. And certainly it's been a problem in each African country. It's been a thing that who dominates in a particular thing. All of us with our differences can take those differences and weaponize them. And every people have done it. So how do we move past it? Part of the thing of democracy is having a common set of values. A common set of values that we can agree upon, that really pulls us away. It's not that you leave who you are, but you in the public square, we're engaged in civil discourse. That's the thing. And that civil discourse is about how do we disagree respectfully. Right. Democracy is not just about winning. This whole thing about win. Democracy is how you lose. Democracy is losing and accepting the result.
Just settling onto a difference
and moving. That's
right.
You know what I mean. And taking those differences and weaponizing them, taking all this stuff. You know, the idea is to break what democracy is. Democracy is going through a stress test right now, big time. And it's really about citizens saying, you know what, this is more important. Like this thing that we're still working on. It's not right. It's not perfect. This thing this idea that you can wear a hijab and be an American and it's cool.
Right.
Like all these things. You can be a man in makeup and you're an American and it's cool and you're allowed. You're part of this conversation. That's a challenge. You can be not religious and go into the public square with someone that is religious and have a conversation and walk away, not having convinced either, but that's what the public square is. The idea of taking the public square and turning it into some theocratic or some blah 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 or some genderized thing, and that's the problem.
Right.
That's the problem. We have to fight for that neutral space where everyone can come and talk. And whether we do agree or not, we can go back to your house and do whatever. But this thing of the commons and the public areas, right, where we can contest and debate, and if a Republican wins, they do. If a Democrat wins, they do. That's the thing. This whole insanity about failure is not an option. And we've got it. We've always got to win, and we're gonna be number one. It's like we live on one planet. We live in one world. This is a real thing, and we'll take our lumps. You know, we never came into this that we should be, because of what we went through. We need blah blah blah. We just wanted to do what we want to do. You know what I mean? As a band, we never had that conversation. I mean, that's the thing. We wanted to be. And us and our kin and our brethren, all our people that take rock as our birthright, as a thing, you know, this is us. We just want to be in the marketplace like everybody else, and stand or fall. You know, not get blocked, not get told this is not something that you're supposed to be doing.
This is not yours.
This is not yours. Of course it's ours. And it's yours because of course we're human beings. We influence each other. That's the whole point. Jazz is a combination of African rhythms, European harmonies, and American innovation. That's what jazz is.
That's what hip hop is.
That's what hip hop is. Hip hop is one of the most amazing. It's the last great movement. It's the last great art movement of the 20th century. Yeah, man, I'm saying you include graffiti, hip hop, breakdancing. It's a complete arts movement. It's the last one of the 20th century. And this is from people who was like, this is nonsense, it's a novelty. It's that noise y'all doing in the community center. Well, those community centers was the beginning, you know, ultimately it became a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Right, and I mean, you know, your respect for these histories are clearly, you know, evident in your music as well. I think you mentioned the song Blak out earlier.
Yeah.
That was probably my favorite one on the most recent record because it goes through like two very different feels. There's that heavy funk groove into the hard rock, and then, you know, it's clear where your influences come from in a very amazing way, I think.
I mean, even a song like Invisible, Will kind of digs it. It's like Electric Flag, which is like which is basically Buddy and
Buddy Miles.
Sorry.
I know we're cool like that. We're just talking like boys. You know what I mean?
Buddy, I was like, buddy guy, buddy Rich.
Right now, Buddy Miles, and like all there's a trio, and the three of them sort of like took everything that they had and wherever they came from and made it into what it is. But that's like Vernon was saying earlier, is the whole idea of collaboration is key to this. And who knows if that's how it works, how it works in the real world, but for us, it's how it works.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I just want to say this has been amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Obviously,
for
you're great
doing this.
interviews and talking blah blah blah.
I
Really enjoyed the conversation though.
Yeah.
Say nothing and keep them talking.
Step in.
Thanks so much,
You
guys.
coming to the show today?
I am not.
Okay.
I have to return to
Right back?
Gainesville for a rehearsal.
You're taller than you look like sitting down.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I just got shitty posture, so.
I don't know why I get dressed up for this.
Oh, there's a cat.